Oh, hey guys, just got done opening all this stuff. Figured I'd show you what I got here. First off, let's go with the multicolored cards. Just for a fun deck, I'm going to be building Raditz. So I figured I'd get the pre-release ones of those. Um, they'll be decent off of the field spell that's in there because the one drop Raditz that I'm running for that deck is these ones. Of course, this is all pre-release stuff. And then yep, looks like that's it for that one. Then the other part of the deck that for some weird reason Bandai doesn't want to give an ape to that character is the pre-release Nappa. That's going to be for, like I said, the Raditz deck that I'm building. It's kind of just going to be more of a fun deck. So that's pretty much it for that one. And then continuing with the green, I do have a TN deck. And so finally got my Crossworld stamps of those. Those are just really good for the deck because basically you can crit 2 life and KO anything on the board of your opponents. And then for another, I don't know, I guess I would call it meta deck, but I don't really think it is. I'm finishing up some play sets so I can build the Gotenks deck. And as you can tell, this is all my green stuff for now. And then to go along with the Gotenks, we got 4 of the pre-release Unisons, 4 of the Boo Volleyballs, and 3 of the foil Trunks. And then, of course, just for good removal, we got some chilled the assailants. Just really good promo. If you guys don't know, pretty much the thing that most people use it for is the active main, which just says pay 2 green, discard it from your hand. And depending on how many cards your opponent has in hand, you can get rid of something that's less than the cost, the upper left corner, whatever the energy cost is, as long as that's under the amount of cards that your opponent has in hand, you can just pop it, ignoring barrier. Pretty good. But if you're playing discard, this isn't really a deck or a card that you would want to run. And of course, just for good green staples, we have some foil topos or bupo. And then of course for good sideboard, and of course they're foil. Basically it just counters anything that's 2 or less as long as you have a unison in play. And that pretty much stops all of your floodgates. And then also just a good kind of a, not really a staple, but just a good late game unison. Pay 4 if all of your energy is green, blow up the board. So that's pretty much it for all that stuff. Now let's get into the next color. I am trying to build a blue deck. It's not a meta deck, but it is a deck just for fun. It is Gogeta Ramp, and I figured I want to be able to do things turn 1. So I got 4 of the Mai's. She just kind of looks up for my unison and stuff. And then of course I have Kale. Just another turn 1 play, does the same thing as the Mai. And of course, to finish my playset off, 2 Zenos. Of course, everything's foil. For red stuff, we're getting more of the testing the oppositions, just foils. And because I am, like I said, doing Gogeta ramp, got some Son Goku prepping for battle, and then also a playset of the Vegeta prepping for battle. And to finish off my playset, Son Goku Godly Aura. And then, of course, just good all-around red card, Champa. Yeah, just pretty much just good stuff cards. And speaking of good stuff cards, I mean, it used to be really good. I don't know right now. Preemptive Strike, the foils. Another playset with 5-drop Majin Buu. It's just really good late game. More chill the assailants. And of course, just good side deck card, Bigamore. Now let's get into the black. This is just all around. This is kind of like my good sideboard dot one in a card deck. These are just good sideboard cards. Black Mass Sand, of course, had to get the foils. And of course, I did not realize I ordered this many, but I practically only run one of these in a deck, so I have a lot extra now. All of these secret ID Mass Sands, of course, foil. We like to show the bling. And then, now we're going to get into our promos and our SPRs. Of course, again, did not realize I ordered this many of this card, but I thought it was a good card at the time, and I just was buying them up because they're so freaking cheap. And of course, they're winners. Chilled the assailants. And of course, for good, just sideboard green cards. The SPRs of Focus Breakthrough. I love the art of this card. Just really cool. And then to continue the SPRs, get 3 more of the yellow trunks. Just good yellow unison. Red Beerus Ball. And more oppositions. Or imposing presence. My bad. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I had all this show up the whole week, and just went through it and figured I'd just give you guys kind of an update on what's going on with collections and cases and all that good jazz. Like I said, I will be going over what I pulled tomorrow after I get done helping out the family. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What's going on? After going through all this, I'm like, wow, I really am a green player. So that's what we got. You guys have a good night.